Just ways. It is where it is. Where it goes from here. Where it goes. Where it goes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Strangest ways. Hey, Leah. Leah, baby. How you doing, girlfriend? All right. Let me switch this around a little bit. I was just doing live on TikTok for the first time. And I didn't really care for it too much because I couldn't read the damn chat. What you doing? Well, I'm doing all right. I'm just messing around tonight, you know. It's late night, Saturday Night Live. And I thought I would just hop on here for a little bit and just see what the hell's going on. I haven't done a live for a while, so I thought, here we go. Let's just do one, you know. So I did one on TikTok first, and I had looked like a lot of people on TikTok, which I'm not a huge fan of TikTok, but I'm trying to branch out, so to speak. You're in bed. Oh my. I don't know what YouTube will do if I play music. Probably demonetize it or something. Doesn't matter. I'm not making anything anyhow. Well, I appreciate it there, Leah. Go to bed. I know it's late, but it's Saturday Night Live, so I had to come out and just see if I could talk to more people. It's gonna be when he got the notifications. Yeah, I'm sure most people probably couldn't believe it if they got a notification, if they're still awake. But you know, but I just came over from TikTok, so I thought, well, let's go to YouTube just for a little while. Some of this clay that I'm using is recycled clay, and it's just giving me problems. I wedged it. I never had this kind of problem with recycled clay. I don't know if you can hear the music at all. I'm sure YouTube will say something about it. I love you too. You have a good night. Sleep tight. Give me your heart. Come on. You can hear it. I just like music when I throw. I know YouTube probably don't like it, but you know what? I like to listen to my songs. And I don't know who doesn't like Queen. You know what I mean? I don't know who wouldn't like Queen. How's it going? I don't think I recognize you. Welcome. Is that Has Been Girl? That's an interesting name. Can't say that I've heard that already. Hey Barbie, how you doing? It's late. I'm just having fun, you know. I'm sorry it's late for some of y'all, but I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to come on. I just did a TikTok. I was telling Leah, I just did a TikTok live to see how that would go. And I mean, I think there was a lot of people there, but I didn't like it. They don't really chat, you know. They're like in and out and all that kind of crap. It's just kind of stupid. So I don't know if I'll do another one. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm sure it's not that late for you. Jalen, Lee, how you doing? I know it's been a while, eh? I mean, it's been probably a couple months, I think, hasn't it? I mean, I haven't stopped making things. I have a ton of stuff that I've made already. It's just I have stuff in the kiln room drying. So I never stopped. I just haven't done any lives, you know. Too long, Leah says. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, it's been a little too long. I'm gonna turn this music down just a little bit, just you know, to calm the algorithm down. Maybe I don't know. Who the hell knows? Just it's late night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Night, Leah. Glad you stopped in to say hi. It's definitely been a minute. Yeah, it's. But this clay, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get some more clay. This clay is not behaving for me. So anyhow, I tried TikTok tonight. I did probably an hour live on TikTok just to kind of see how that went, you know, because I never did it before. I thought, well, let's just spread my wings, maybe. I don't know. Well, thank you, Leah. I will do another live. I don't know when, but I will do another live. I don't know how long I'll be on tonight. I mean, I just came on. So, you know, I'll do at least an hour, at least, and then we'll see. Because I did do an hour already on TikTok. This clay, I wedged this clay up, and it's still driving me nuts because it has spots in it that are just wonky. And I wedged it real well. It's just driving me nuts. Well, that's a good song too, man. Van Halen. I don't know if you guys can hear the music at all. Cynthia is in the house. Hi, Cynthia. How you doing, girl? We got Barbie in the house. Leah went to bed. She's tired. Jalen's in the house. Good to see you in here, Cynthia. Is it too late? How late is it for you, Cynthia? I can't remember where you're at. Thought you were on the East Coast with me, but I can't remember. I don't know. We're West Coast. I just don't remember. Getting old sucks, right? Come from. They reach down and touch me. Oh, I want the best of both worlds, honey. I know what it's worth. The best of both worlds. Central Time. Oh, okay. Like with the bull. Oh, yeah. I like your thing you have on there. I think it's funny. I'm a night owl. You know, this is not really late for me. It's probably late for a lot of people, but not for me. I'm up at late hours of the night, and it's so peaceful. It's so quiet. I could get so much done. You know, it's just nice. Now, what I'm really gonna love is actually when I'm able to get a studio outside, well, where I can look outside, which would be nice because then I can have that fresh air come in. I can have the nice sunlight. You know, it'd just be so much better when I can make that all happen. I still haven't gotten my space cleared out yet. Central Middle Tennessee. Okay, cool. My wife are moving down south. We are moving down south. Where? I'm not quite sure. Um, we want to buy a nice piece of land. So probably at least 5 acres. At least 5 acres. We want to do a little bit more than that though. Well, we want to do some homesteading. I told her, I said, before I get old, I want to go out and I want to buy some land and just make my own food, grow my own food and that kind of stuff. And I just want to be away from this old rat race, I really do. I just want to get back to basics and just live off the land, so to speak. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as not having electric, but I just wanted us to be able to, enjoy the rest of our lives, however long that is, right? I am, yeah, we are, yeah. 5 acres. Oh, is it? That's not a bad price, actually. That's really not a bad price at all. And she was down in Tennessee, which you guys probably know that, with her sisters, and she liked Tennessee. I think she wants to be closer to Florida, like probably South Carolina or Georgia, that far south. I think is what she wants to do. But I told her I need to be closer to the mountains. I mean, I don't mind being close to the beach and all that, but then you get people, right? And I want to be in the mountains more. I like trees. I like country. I like to have a stream. I like. I don't know. I mean, I make pottery and stuff, but I could sell it online or set up a tent somewhere and sell it for the weekend or whatever. So, my interaction with people won't be that much, but at least I don't want it to be. But um, oh man, that's just. But yeah, so we're looking for at least 5 acres. That man is down the road. You're on 25 acres. Very cool. Yeah, I'd love to find 25 acres, 20 acres. I mean, I love land. So if I could find a piece of land that's probably got some water on it, um, I don't know, a little bit in the woods, mountains, not super mountainous, but I just like, I'm not a flatlander. So, although people up north of me call me flatlander, so which is kind of odd. We're not flatlanded around here, but of course up there's no flat land. So, see, I wake up at 5 and get to feed the chicken, check on our Highland cows. Oh, cool. Water, garden, only thing I hear are the birds and chicks and roosters crow. Oh man, Cynthia, I'd love that. I would love that. Yeah, I bet it does beat California for sure. I'd love to listen to all that. I want to get rid of the alarm clock. You know what I mean? I'm tired of the slave wage, right? It seems like we're a slave to our wages, to our jobs, and at least it seems that way. And nowadays people are. This is clay. It's just gonna beat me up. I need to get away from the slave labor. I just so sick of it. I'm looking at more holistic types of medicines now. So I'm trying to learn plants and do all that. Because I can tell you what, I don't think these doctors, they're good at writing prescriptions, aren't they? I mean, all these doctors are very good at writing prescriptions, and it's just too easy for them. And they make money every time they write that prescription. Think about it. They're probably getting some kind of kickback or something. Oh, no, I'm not getting out over on a rant. Gee whiz. Let's see. The client. Oh, yeah. I would thank God, too, for that. Oh, yeah. Cynthia, you're in heaven right now. I'm sure you are. That's sounds like a beautiful place. Man. It just seems like I'm so sick of doctors today, just so sick of them. I think the thing that opened my eyes the most when it came to all the medicine and stuff was COVID. When I saw doctors falling for the bull crap that was going on, I just thought, what in the heck is going on? It's like when I went to see my doctor that time, he had a mask on, and I was like, dude, what is your problem, man? I mean, why are you wearing a face mask? I mean, and it's not like the virus, not like you're going to stop the virus through that face mask. It was so irritating to go through, to see how many sheep are actually out there in the world, and nearly everybody is a sheep. It was so sad to see. It was good though. When I was at work that one day, because they wanted us to wear masks, and I refused to wear a mask. But I was at work and I was sick, so they wanted me to go to the doctor to get checked out or whatever. So I went to urgent care that we have here, I walked in there, and the lady says, she goes, "So you think you have COVID?" I said, "I don't know what I have." I said, "I have this. I'm just, I'm feeling under the weather." She looked at me. She goes, "I'm not even going to test you." She said, "You don't have COVID. Have a great day." And then that was all there was to it. Which, thankfully, she was a decent, doctor. Yeah, yeah, Barbie. Agreed, but that's how many lions and sheep. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Man, they having these sheep out of me. Are you kidding? Yeah, exactly. I I think that whole experience opened my eyes a lot when it comes to the doctors, you know, because they're constantly giving my wife drugs, constantly. And I'm so tired of it, It's just like, come on, man. Can't you give us another option? Some other option, but they don't know anything about holistic medicines. They know nothing about them. So I would like to try to find a holistic doctor somewhere around here that my wife can go to, and even myself. And because I want to learn this stuff, I want to learn how to treat things. That's why I'm learning my plants. But for the time being, until I get to that point to make my own medicines, I got to find somebody that can help. So that's what we're going to do. I mean, I'm just sick of it, sick of the doctors. They're just part of the problem at this point until they decide, you know what, for the good of the people, I'm going to start helping the people. And I really hope they wise up and do that, because it's just having the sheep look down on me. Yeah, it was horrible. They did. They always, like, you didn't have a mask on when you go in the store or something, and they look at you like you're freaking nuts. I'm like, I'm the one that's nuts? No, you're the one that's nuts. You're the one with the mask on. You're the one that believes all the bullshit that's going on. And it was just nuts. And then today, it's just like you still see people that are still, like, I don't know, they still watch the news and stuff and believe everything they're hearing and seeing. And it's like, they're lying to you guys. They're freaking lying to you. Don't pay attention to them. They're all lying. They're just trying to make money. Because every ad they have on after their shows is freaking, pharmaceuticals. It's like, who this is working for. This news company is working for this. I mean, people just need to. Uh, I wish they just wake up. You know, full of greed. Sure is. It's full of greed. Irritating for you, Murray. I love my holistic journey with substitutes and soaps and lotions, antibiotics, just everything. I love learning about the natural ingredients that God put here for us already. Yeah, actually, Barbie, you are dead set right on. I mean, that's where I'm at too. It's like when I talk to my wife now, I say to her, God gave us everything we need. Everything we need. He gave us bodies that can heal. He put plants on earth to help with that process. It's like I try to explain to her that, and my wife was very much a sheep. Okay, she did believe a lot of this bull crap, and I think just through the years of me just constantly at her, like, this is this and this, and then she kind of started seeing it, and then now she's not so much. I think she still could be, a sheeple at times. um, but I don't know. I'm with you, Barbie. I'm all for this natural stuff, learning it. That's all we used to have back in the day. All it was holistic medicine. But now, Big Pharma came around. Who started all of it? Rockefeller? I think it was Rockefeller who started all this nonsense because of oil. They found a way. They found a way to keep us sick. and make money off of it. That's what it amounts to. Because schools, it all starts in the beginning. You know, we get a number in the very beginning, right? We're born, we get a number. We got to register. And it's like, India. Hey, India, good to see you in the house. Every person got a shot. Yep, exactly. Yeah, and I think so too. A lot of people had problems with the shot. And if you didn't get the shot, then you were a bad person. But it all started in the beginning. I mean, we get that number, and then we send our kids off to school, to an institution that, you know, is going to preach what the government wants you to learn. You know, so what do? They learn how to memorize things, for one thing. You got to memorize this, learn this, memorize it. Don't worry about, you know, you ever be able to use it. Just need to memorize it. And you need to listen to us. You cannot, you know, just think on your own anymore. You know, no free thought anymore. What they were trying to do is just create a bunch of workers. And then what they did was they created food that was bioengineered food, because they can mass produce it and then feed it to us. It makes us sick. The doctors get rich. Big Pharma gets rich. It's a big circle. This is kind of why I'm not worried about the music, because this will probably be demonetized right away anyhow because of what I'm talking about on here. But, you know, it's okay. My 42 healthy cousin got the shot now and has paid. Oh, wow. Got 76, got kidney failure 2 days after the shot. Holy cow, Cynthia. Yeah, don't ask questions. Exactly. Yep, Murray. And yes, Cynthia, if not issues now, they will stupid. They don't do their research before drinking the Kool-Aid. Exactly. It's very sad. Very sad. Hey, Jalen, you're back. I didn't know you even stepped out. I noticed you weren't chatting, but I thought maybe you were just lurking. I'm glad you're back. We eat strictly carnivore Lego beef. We buy our cow local. We buy a quarter of a cow locally, right? So we know what goes into the meat, what goes into that cow, what's it eating. So that way it helps us, you know, to at least feel a little bit more comfortable about the meat we're eating. Cynthia, heartbreaking. That's terrible. That's exactly what the shot was created to do. Cut cola. Yeah, exactly. It's awful. You do the same thing with your beef, yeah. Well, that's what they're trying to do, is thin the herd, right? I mean, which is weird, because you would think that, I don't know, because they would have to know that the smart people are not going to fall for this bull crap, right? So why were they trying to? They're just trying to kill off the old people, but it seemed like the shots were affecting young people. So it's not so much the shot was to kill the old people, but to get to the young people? Or was it to scare the young people? Maybe. There are a lot of young people that right now that are very scared of everything. And I don't get it. I'm a Gen Xer. I'm not scared of nothing. And, you know, I've been around way too long to be scared of shit. But I see a lot of young people that are just really scared of stuff. They're scared of everything, it seems like. It's like, dude, why? Like I told some people I'm setting off fireworks, right? You're setting off fireworks? It's like, yeah. They're like, oh my gosh, that's, you know, it's like, what's the problem? I mean, I used to do it as a kid all the time. I mean, I don't get, I mean, use your head, right? Common sense. I mean, I don't know, people are just so scared. Given was given so that the shot could be given. I believe. I think so too. I think so too, Barbie. You're right, Cynthia. They don't have God. Yes, the scare. Yep. I believe so too. I believe so too, Barbie. If you don't have God in your heart, you're going to be scared of everything. And let's face it, we took God out of the schools, you know? So it's kind of like if it's not in the household, then the kids aren't getting any kind of anything from the Bible at all. They're not going to even know God. And that's the one thing that Jesus said. The only way to my Father is through him. So if they don't know anything about Jesus, will they get to meet God? You know? So it just makes me wonder. And we know the devil can't create, right? The devil cannot create anything. But he's very deceptive. So he uses what we have here to fool people. So what in the world am I making here? I'm just fooling around. I'm talking so much I'm not even paying attention to what the heck I'm doing. I know I'm spending a heck of a lot of time on a freaking mug. God brings wisdom to that all passes understanding. That's a true statement. Is that music too much, guys? Is it too loud? I hope it's not too loud for you. If I can, I'll turn the music down. I do have my mic on, so I'm hoping that drowns out the music. It's supposed to, but I don't know how much of it will drown out. But I figure if I talk over the music, YouTube probably won't give a crap because I'm talking over it. So you can't hear the music. The Green Murray, there would be God. Some, if not in schools, terrible. The devil, the wolf comes cloaked in sheep's clothing. Absolutely, it does. He deceives, which is kind of where we all got that. You know, the wolf in sheep's clothing, because it's the devil, right? The devil. That's how he goes after people. I'm surprised you can't hear the music at all. I guess the mic is actually doing its job. Okay, cool. That's cool. I don't have it turned up loud, but you could probably hear a little bit of it in the background. I was just worried that, it was too loud and you really couldn't hear me, but that's why I'm wearing this, because it should drown out the background music. Then I can still listen to it and enjoy the freaking music. I have some really good tunes on right now too. So like Triumph is on right now. Magic Power. Awesome song. They wanna hear I'm wild and I'm free. That's nice. Thank you. Aging me is not asking me. That's funny, Cynthia. We're all probably about the same age here, I think. I don't know. I think we are, if I remember correctly, but I don't know. I think we're all Gen Xers here. I don't know why I didn't. Let's do this. There we go. Here we go. There you go, Cynthia. So Tennessee looks like where you'll be going. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Wife and I have been talking about Georgia or South Carolina. So what is this? There we go. Manica must be Indian. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in my live stream. Let's see. 56. Oh, you're 56? I'm 57. I'm 57. I thought we were all pretty close in age. I'm not that it matters. I thought we were. We can certainly all relate, right? If we're all close to the same age, I guess. Spent a lot of time on that mug. Oh my. I think Leah is the baby. She looks very young. It's funny. She's the youngest one, but she's in bed right now. That's just too funny. Us Gen Xers are up late. It's because we knew how to party, right? We knew how to have a good time, right? We have awesome, thoughtful conversation. Gen Xers for sure. Yeah. One of the sweetest souls. Yeah, she is, isn't she? Hey, Bullseye Ben, how you there? How you doing there, brother? Good to see you in here, Ben. I haven't been able to catch any of your lives, but thinking I haven't been live either for a long time, so I've been jumping into chats every once in a while when I can. When I'm working, it's kind of tough for me to do that, but I do try to jump into other people's chats if I can. Just let you all know I'm still around. Just wasn't doing lives for a while. And I just tried out TikTok just before I got on this live. And I mean, it seemed okay. You know, I don't know how it all works, but the chat over there doesn't seem to be as lively. It's like it's pretty dead. I don't know if it's just because I'm new and it's my first one, but people just came in, but they didn't say anything. It was just kind of weird. I don't know. I like to speak to my chat, you know? Slap that clay. Oh my. To stay away from TikTok as much as possible. I appreciate that, Barbie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know really a whole lot about TikTok. I mean, to me, it seems really stupid to me, but because it seems like all people do is just it's kind of like the verticals like I'm doing now, but it's like people just flip right from one to another to another. It doesn't matter if you're live or not; they'll just flip to it and then flip to the next thing. It's like this TikToks for people such as vertical lives. TikTok and vertical lives are for people with low attention spans. I'm just going to say it. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I mean, I should have did it horizontal tonight, but I didn't even think about it. I jumped on, hit the live button, and here I am. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, I missed this group too. Actually, I miss you guys for sure. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather have the horizontal streams because then I can put my chat to the one side and I can still see the full screen. Like when you do verticals like this, I think most of the chat is like where everything's happening on the wheel. So it kind of sucks, I think, you know, which is why I like to do the horizontals, you know. But I tell you what, this clay, I don't think I'm buying this clay again. I have a lot of problems with it. Even in the firing process, I had pieces that were cracked when it came out of the bisque. And it's like, I've never had that issue before. There's something up with this clay, and I'm just not super happy with it. And one thing is, it's rough on your hands. There's a lot of grit in this clay. It's which is supposed to make it a little bit stronger. So if I were to buy this clay again, I'd buy it to make like pizza stones, something that's kind of thin and flat, and it needs a little bit more strength through the clay. I'd probably use this clay body to do that. But to make other stuff again, I'm not going to. I'm going back to my speckled clay because I love it. I think the pieces look better with it when it's speckled clay. Well, that's cool that this mic is working good with that music I'm playing. Because now I can listen to that music and jam a little bit. Nickelback, Animals. That's a good song. Holy crap, that's a good song. Miss Jackie. Well, Miss Jackie is doing pretty good. Um, we just had her up at the hospital the other day to get checked out, and it has to do with her bladder. So they were checking her out, and they have put a device in her back to help stimulate her kidneys because she was having problems with stones, right? And then they would get stuck, and then she, of course, had issues. So they put a device to, like I said, stimulate her kidneys a little bit more often so that she won't have kidney stones build up and create problems for her. So it was working for a little while, right? And then I think she had fallen down, but she said she felt like something was moved or something was different. So then she went for a little while, and then she said, I don't think this device is working anymore. And apparently, one of the things that go out to stimulate a muscle or whatever, it came loose and pulled from that position. So when we went up to the hospital to get that checked, they said, yeah, it definitely moved. And that they're going to put another one in. So they have to take this one out and put a new one in. It's not, it's an in and out procedure. So it's not evasive. But she does have to be partially awake to do it because they need to be able to know if it's in the right spot to her reactions. So she has that she's got to go through. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the 26th of this month. I think we go back up to Penn State Hershey Medical Center to get that done. So, I mean, but she's doing well. Okay, she's not doing too bad. I mean, I'm always worried about her. I'm always worried. So, but she's doing okay, right? I'm probably the biggest problem because I am constantly worried about it, her and her health. So I probably put a lot more stress on myself than I probably have to. But it's just the way it is. That's just the way life is. When you love somebody. So, I mean, same way with your mother or your sister or anything like that. Your loved one. You tend to worry about them more than you do yourself. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. That you're still praying because she does still need your prayers. She still needs prayers, and because I'm trying to help her as much as I can, and I'm trying to open her eyes more and more to a holistic approach because I really think that a lot of her problem is all these daggone meds she's taking. It just drives me nuts that she's on all these meds, and now I'm back to giving her freaking shots again. And I don't know. I just think there's a better way. And I think these doctors are just getting rich off of her. They see a patient that they can pick and poke and prod and try this and try that because she will let them. And it's sad that things are the way they are. I mean, that's why I started on the whole doctor thing earlier, because I am fed up with the doctors. And this whole thing with Jackie kind of made that whole situation a lot more because of, after going through the whole COVID thing and then with my wife, it was just kind of like, right on top of each other. It's kind of like, I'm just fed up with them, just fed up with them. I want to make a different shape of a glass. And I'm a person, I love curves. I love to see anything with curves on it. And so when it comes to the pottery, I like to, that's why a lot of my mugs, you'll see it, though, hourglass kind of curves. I love that movement in the the pottery. And so I was just trying to do something a little different here, see what I can come up with. Let's see. Well, guys, off to bed I go. Barbie, Mary, so good to see you. Hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you stopping in, Cynthia. I will try to do more lives, and it just you know how it goes with me. But I know you guys miss me. I miss you guys. Okay, but you have a good evening. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for spending some time with us. We appreciate you. I pray for you all every single day. I truly do. I'm sorry she feels that she's at their mercy instead of the other way around. I'm sorry, Murray. I feel your frustration, and we get it. But thank you. Thank you, Barbie. Every day, gotta get away from the same old, just to get away. What I'd say. My money on women and wine. I can't tell you what I spent last night. You said about the shape I need. Oh, yeah. Gotta get away. Same old, just to get away. You think what I say? A good time. Good time. Let me cut that off. We're breaking our backs every day. Life is such a crowd. No, man, take me away. Yeah, it's too good. Imagine you feel kind of stuck. You know, there is a better way. You're just not exactly sure what it is. Yeah, that's for sure, Barbie. I mean, there is another way. I one thing I do pray is that God shows me that way or shows us that way of of going about curing this problem of hers, and it'll come. I feel confident that it will come. She's been really excited about moving south. She does not like the cold weather up here. You know, we had 6 months of very cold weather up here. I mean, freezing temperatures, constant freezing temperatures, and she hates that. She just, her body, I don't think can take the cold weather anymore. So she's ready to get out. She's like, I'm tired of Pennsylvania. I'm ready to move south. She was looking for houses, and I'm like, babe, you can't do that yet because we have to get this house ready to sell. And then we have to sell this house before we can actually get the property down there. So it's like she's really excited about moving. And I am too. I want to get out of here too. I'm going to miss a lot of my family, but I I think in the long run it's going to be beneficial for both of us, her and I, to get out of here, get her in the weather, nicer, a little bit nicer weather. It may be hotter, but she loves the heat. So I think it'll be better for her at least, for that she's happier and more comfortable, and she probably won't be sick as much either if she's in the nicer weather. Yeah, that's just it for Jackie. I mean, um, I think, I mean, I'm excited to move. I just want to find land though, you know. I need to have land. I'm not going to move into something, you know, that's got a bunch of people around it and stuff like that. I'm not going to do it. It's funny because she bought me a shirt when she was down in Tennessee. She bought me a shirt that says "I hate people," and the thing of it is that's partially true. I hate a lot of people. Hate's a strong word though, but I think you kind of get the idea. I don't like crowds for one thing. I'm a person that keeps to himself. That's why YouTube is kind of hard for me because I do keep to myself a lot. Um, I'm not I'm not a person that outgoingly just talks to people, just people I don't know. I just don't do that. So YouTube for a long time was very difficult for me, and it still is at times. You know, to sit here and talk to people. Now I feel like I get you guys in here that I familiarize myself with you guys. We talk a lot on here and have excuse me, have interactions with each other. I feel like I kind of know you in a way, you know. So it feels a little bit better. I do miss everybody on here though. I really do. We have a good group of people. Everybody's so nice to each other. I don't think anybody that I ever heard of backstabs anybody, which is awesome. Um, which I wouldn't want to be part of a community that anybody would do that. You know, that's just wrong. That kind of weather is brutal. I know how excited you both must be. Become happier, praying for just the perfect place for you both. Thank you, Barbie, for praying for that. I'm, I feel it in my bones that this is a really good thing, and so I don't know if you fall into the category where you can feel how do I say this? You put it out there into the ether that this is the direction I want to go in life, and you put it out there, and then you can make that happen by believing that, by truly seeing it and believing it in your subconscious and getting your subconscious used to that's where I am, that's where I want to be. So that's where you start to move your own, I don't know the right words how to say that. You start moving your body starts moving that direction, like your whole life starts going that direction because you put it out there into the universe that this is, I believe there's something that I don't know. I don't know. The right words aren't coming to me right now. It's just to speak logic to this, but I don't have really any logic to it. But to speak good about what I'm thinking, it's just I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of stuff like stoic stuff and stuff like that just kind of helps me to channel my thoughts and that kind of thing into a certain way. It's funny how you can kind of see things moving that direction. What kind of stuff, it's right away exactly sure how it is. Yeah, just like a bit, but I get what you mean. 100% ignorance is draining. You're more than just an internet acquaintance. I consider you a friend. I consider you a friend too, Barbie. I really do. And and you're right. Ignorance is very draining. When you get around a bunch of people or a person that you can just feel it, their aura, you can kind of feel that they're just, the conversation's not worth having. You could probably relate to that. You're talking to somebody, and then it's like they start talking about something, and you're like, why am I even talking to you? Because you're not understanding. You're not on the same level. It's kind of like, it's weird, but I think you understand that. But some people just aren't worth having a conversation with because they're just not. I don't want to say they're not intelligent. They're just I don't know, they're ignorant, right? They just don't know. That's what I mean by ignorant. They just don't know, and you can't fault them for that. It's just not, to me. A lot of times, it's not worth me having a conversation with somebody like that because it doesn't go anywhere productive, you know. So I feel like I waste my time. And that's sad to say, I guess. But I do feel that way, and man, maybe it's just sad to say, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I do consider you a friend too, Barbie. I really do. You know, when someone is sincere and speaking your desires is God's way of leading you to where He wants you. And you know what you're saying, trust me, is exactly, it's hard to put in words. It is very hard to put that in words because it's just, it's like, okay, like how can I, let me think about this a minute because do you know how it is when you're doing something and it seems like it's so easy for you and it comes to you like that and it's like everything's meant to be because it just kind of like it kind of falls into place just easily. You feel like you don't have to work for it even though you are, but you're not having to like push to get it to work, right? It just falls into place. I feel like when it comes to pottery, that's me. I To me, I just, when I jumped on this, I was making pots. It just came to me like that. It was so easy, so simple, and I feel like I can't do anything wrong with it, if that makes any sense. I feel like this is my path that I'm here to do, to serve God by making pots. I I, I really think that's where I'm at. And when it comes to like Jackie and I moving, I really think that this whole conversation of her and I started when she went to Tennessee and said, you know, hey, it's really beautiful down there. You'd really like it down there. And I'm like, well, I always said I like to move south. That started the conversation going a lot deeper. So we really started talking a lot then. Started looking at houses and we're like, hey, you know what? Let's make this a thing. Let's do this. I mean, we talked about it. It's like, seriously, we're doing this. And then I said, well, look, let's do it this way. We know we got a lot going on right now. So let's make it a 5-year plan, right? And 5 years, we plan on being somewhere south, right? Like South Carolina, Georgia, I don't know, somewhere around there. We plan on being there in 5 years. So she kept going and getting, looking at houses and this and that. And I'm thinking, like, I think these are like nice houses. We can actually do this. But I told her, I said, we got to sell this place first, So we were all excited. But get back to my point. I feel like we're being moved in that direction. And it's not even something that we have to do. I think that our lives are just moving that way, and we can see it. We can see that that's the direction we're moving. So we're starting to move that way. And we're finding out how easy it really is happening for us. And we talked the other day, we're like, this could probably happen sooner than 5 years. And like, if that's what happens, that's what happens. That'd be great, Anyhow, I'm rambling on. I'm not even watching the chat, but let's see. I get imagine buying. or trying to talk about politics, child, wouldn't go anywhere. He wouldn't understand anything. I totally get it. Yeah, for sure, exactly. You can't. When it comes to politics, people really don't understand what's going on, and that's a big conversation in itself. And people don't understand. It's like they were saying about this big new bill and stuff, and they're like, well, yeah, what about it? And if you actually read the bill, it's 870 pages, but most people don't even look at the bill. They hear what people are talking about on the news and stuff like that, or hear what they're seeing on TikTok or whatever. They're influenced by something, right? Or somebody, instead of actually reading the thing themselves and just taking time to skim through and what the important parts are to them and actually understand what it actually says. And when you look at it, it's exactly what we voted for. This is what we wanted. And that's why people are for it. You know, most people see it and like, yeah, this is what I wanted. The people that are not going to get food stamps and stuff are the people that don't have any kids. They don't have any disabilities and they can work. And guess what the bill says? The bill says you have to work 80 hours in a month. It's like, who cannot do that? Who cannot work 80 hours a month? I mean, come on. That's just nuts. I mean, it's a gravy train for people, even though that now they have to get a job. Oh, you know, at least you're not eating off of my table every night. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you're getting stuff you don't deserve, that's exactly what you're doing. You're stealing from me. I'm sorry. Here I go again. I can get on a rant, Barbie. I can get on a rant for sure. Let's see. Where doesn't anyone see it? That's God's working in his mysterious ways. No explanation needed. At least not for me. I get you 100%. Yeah. I mean, it is God's working in his ways. And a lot of times you just got to let that happen because it's his doing. It's what he's doing for us, you know? So you just kind of let that happen naturally. It just makes it so easy. If you don't know God, you don't understand how easy it is to see and feel his direction, and he just paves the way. Amen. He certainly does. Amen to that. I know he does. Bills are so multifaceted these days, and there are 50 to 60 different agendas in one bill. It's not fair. I don't think it's fair either. I really don't. I think bills ought to be cut down to one item. Yeah, we might have thousands of bills, but doggone it, don't just keep pounding stuff on and pounding on like you did this one, and it's called one bill. I just don't think that's fair. I totally agree with you, Barbie. You and I both could talk and agree for hours, the same page. I'm glad somebody gets me. I'm not completely nuts. But frankly, I mean, Jackie tries to understand all this, but she's not a person that digs in that deep. And you know, that's okay. I don't mind that. She trusts my judgment, and she trusts me completely when it comes to that kind of stuff. And so when I say that we need to do this or do that, and she just completely understands and trusts me, which I'm thankful that she does. But because she knows she doesn't understand it, and she don't want to understand it. There's some people that so there's some people that want to remain sheep, right? They love their world that they're in. It brings them happiness to not know everything, and that's okay. There are some people like that, but they also need to not get in my way or our way of the people that do understand what's going on, and you know, just don't get in my way, you know. So this clay, I keep complaining about it, but it's been a problem all night. Here's our destiny. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of stuff on YouTube about God and your soul, and also frequencies. I've been using a lot of different frequencies as well. Um, I've been sitting in solitude outside at night and just allow my body to relax and think about my path, and hopefully receive instructions on a godly level. In other words, pray. I want to do his bidding for sure. So, everything I do, I praise him. Just like the gift he's given me with pottery, being able to throw in a wheel, being able to make cool things for people to use. It's all a blessing from him. And we all are on our own paths, and we all have something that he has given us to do. And we got to find that thing. I really think we do. And I think once you do, it all just kind of falls into places, like where I was getting before. Things you'll know it because things do just fall into place. It becomes effortless for you. Even though you're working hard, it's effortless. Which I know you get what I'm saying, Barbie. But you don't understand how easy it is to see and feel his direction. He paves the way. Amen. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I when I look through the bill, I think it's a decent bill. Are we spending money? We're spending money. There is no president that's going to come into office and not spend money. So that was not a surprise to me. I know that Trump wants to reduce our taxes as much as he can. And I think he is still trying to deliver the United States to the people. And if you know, what happened many years ago with our money situation. Because back then is when things went the way they did. We lost our rights and became more slaves. So a lot of people don't know history that well. And that's okay if they don't. But don't get in the way of people that do know history and are trying to make the United States in a better place. And when Trump says make America great again, he's not talking about some of this stuff that you hear talking heads talk about. He's talking about when people actually owned the United States. Everybody had a part. Because right now the government is not for us, it seems. The pain, love, the music, baby, yeah. Mm. Oh my, this clay is driving me nuts. Thank you, Barbie. Looks like my chat stopped on me. I had to redo it. So frequencies. He has shared a bunch of healing frequencies with me. It's been incredibly helpful to me. I'm so grateful to her for that. Yeah, frequencies is a big deal too. I've been using them lately, and I didn't know that she was into them. But it's really interesting about frequencies and how they can heal you. Being open to what the Lord has to say is a other half of asking. Most people only ask when they don't listen for his answers. One way disguises or speeches and not conversations. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I believe Trump is trying his best to right this nation. It cannot be an easy task. If you know, you know. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot going on with our nation. I think there's a lot of stuff we can't even see right now. That whole, like, if you look at, there were a lot of people that are really upset about the whole Pam Bondi and Epstein thing, and you know, we don't know the whole story of what's going on in our nation. That's really part of the problem that I think Trump is trying to solve. I mean, the man's got an uphill battle. I mean, he's not a politician, but became a politician. You know, it'd be the same if any of us would be in president right now. We'd be fighting the same thing that he's fighting. So, you know, he's an outsider. I mean, even though he's rich as all get out, he's an outsider. He's not a DC person. And they're just not going to share everything with him. They're not going to do it. And they're going to hide as much as they can from him, which is, again, hiding it from us. Gosh, this drives me nuts. I don't like this piece. I don't like this piece. Might just cut it off here. Just Say the heck with that. I'm just not happy with it at all. I'm just fooling around with shapes tonight. So I'm not particularly trying to be productive. I'm just fooling around, just trying to look at different shapes, that's all. Seeing what I can come up with, you know, if I find a shape I really like. I do this quite often at nighttime. Just fool around on the wheel, just seeing what comes from my hands, you know. It's kind of a meditation thing. Just kind of seeing what becomes of what comes before me. Everything you make, it looks good to me. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you. I appreciate your thoughts. I kind of look at things in a different, and well, I'm sure a lot of people do. They're making stuff, but I kind of look at things in a way of the person using it and how it would be used, how it would be touched, and I feel like pieces have to have a feeling to them. When somebody picks them up, they will get a feeling from it when they touch it, and they'll either get that feeling when they love it, or you know, they'll say it's not for me. You know, when they touch a piece, they feel it, or they look at it, it speaks to them. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anything more than that. I want the people to connect with my pieces. Maybe that's what I want to say. I want them to connect with my piece. In whatever way that is, I want them to make that connection, and so that when they use a mug, they're going to love that mug, and they're always going to use that mug because it feels comfortable to them. That vase is speaking to me. The vase? Which one? Is that one that's behind me? There's one down below. I don't know if, yeah, you probably can't see that one. There's one up above too, isn't there? Yeah. But this I'm making a cup, but it could be a vase, really. It could be. It could really be anything you want to use it for, really. I mean, let's face it. It could be. Never knew no good from bad. Never before I left you free. Alone with Big Fat Fatty, she was such a naughty nanny. Back out of me. The Queen song is on. I can't sing worth a lick, but you know, this song's pretty cool. Flat Bottom Girls by Queen. Pretty good song. Well, thank you. Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it is about the shape, you know? Vase goblet. It's a great shape. Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, is it's what shape speaks to me or what shape speaks to other people. So when I make these on the wheel at night, I make different shapes, and Some of them, they don't make it into the kiln. They just get crushed, you know. And some of them, of course, make it all the way. And then then sometimes I don't really care for them too much, but somebody usually likes them. Um, not everything I may be 100% about, but somebody is. I can see the greenery spilling out of it, or grapes. Oh yeah, well yeah, that you're right. That kind of you're right. That kind of shape does kind of speak that to you, doesn't it? I can see what you're saying. Definitely can see what you're saying. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Shape, I think the shape's pretty cool, and it could be a vase. It could be. It'd be cool if it was actually larger. That would be pretty cool if it was large. But and it could be a drinking vessel too. Here's a piece I did on TikTok. Made a bowl. Well, it's not a bowl. It's more like a planter, like just a planter. So that's pretty large. It's a pretty large planter. I think it was 6 pounds of clay or 7. I made a couple of these. I guess this one's probably the 8-pounder. I think. Yeah, it's massive. It is massive for sure. I've been making some larger pieces. So, and I can't fit them all in my kiln. That's my problem. Is if I make a large piece like that, it could wait for a while before I actually have a spot in my kiln where I can just put it, because it's just really the amount of space it takes up. I have a cookie dish that I did. I should show that because you guys haven't seen some of the stuff I've been making. So let me go get that. So here's another planter that I did. Another large planter. That's just another piece. Hey, India. How you doing, India? Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's a stamp I made. But I have a cookie jar I made. Tonight. Okay. Here's a cookie jar I made. So nice lid comes off. So yeah. So that's a cookie jar I made. Thank you. Yeah. So that's the cookie jar. And I just kind of made it free-handed. So, at least the cookie thing. So it kind of looks, wonky, but that's the way I wanted it. So thank you. Yeah. So I've been making things. Y'all just haven't seen it because I haven't been live. So I have a ton of stuff I made. I have a lot of stuff that I already bisque fired. You guys probably didn't even see. So I haven't stopped what I was doing. You know, I'm still making stuff. So I didn't fall behind somewhere or get lost and that kind of thing. But let's see if I can get another piece here for you, because I have a couple different items. So I made more of the um, wicked things. So I made a bunch more of these, so that you know, for burning. And then here is a mixing bowl. So it's a large mixing bowl. Nice shape. I like the foot on this one. Pretty cool. And I signed the bottom. So that is a signed piece. So yeah, that's a large piece right there. I mean, my hand on the base, it's a large piece. So this is the stuff I've been working on. And so I've been making a lot. Now I also have, I probably have stuff you may have already seen. Let me take the camera. All right, let's just take the camera over here. All right. So there's a salsa dip piece, and these are bisque fired already. All right, so I have that. Well, thank you. Yeah, I did. The sign one, people like the sign ones. So I have a bunch of dishes back here, and these are pans. So I have a bunch of those. Another bowl back there. This is my wife's, by the way. This is a bird feeder. The bird feeder. So yeah, I got these things down here. And they're just incense burners and stuff. You can put your wax on top or whatever. So a bunch of that stuff back there. So that's what I've been up to. So I haven't quit. You know, everything's still a mess around here, but yeah, that's a huge bowl that I did. Huge bowl. I love it. I didn't really do a whole lot tonight, but I was just playing with different shapes and stuff, you know. That bowl turned out really nice. I really do like it. Hi, India. How you doing? I wish I could pronounce your name, brother. I really wish I could. Thank you, Barbie. Oh, I do enjoy it. I really do. It's like I say, it feels like it's part of me. You know, it feels like it's just part of me. So I do enjoy making all this stuff. I mean, of course you've seen my shelves, but yeah. Now I've got that whole shelf over here is packed full of stuff. Let me turn it around. I mean, that's all full of stuff here. Some of that you've probably seen before, but of course I've got stuff that come out of the kiln, which probably people haven't seen yet because I didn't do the kiln opening. But yeah, so I've got stuff out here that nice pie dish, big pie dish. So yeah, I got tons and tons of stuff here. Tons of stuff. Nice blues. Well, thank you. I'm glad it does show because I do enjoy it. I really do. Well, yeah, you've got your own thing going, which is pretty cool, you know, and I know you probably love doing that too, you know. So here's a big pie dish as well. I've got a lot of stuff here waiting to go in for a bisque fire. Another pie plate I'm trying, or another, I should say, another really dish, like a plate that I'm, a plate, I'll call it a plate. It is deep, but another plate that I'm trying, seeing if I like it. And here's a really, a deep dish, deep dish pie plate. People like pie plates. They're asking me for pie plates. I'm like, okay, I'll make you pie plates. If you want pie plates, I'll make you pie plates. So, anyhow, so that's what I've been up to. So I know you guys haven't seen me, but you know, I've haven't stopped doing what I'm doing. So, oh my, it's hard for me to read chat on my phone. It's so small. Let's see. Everything is made with love. Yeah, you're looking for speckled. The speckled. I like the speckled clay myself. I really do. So I'm buying more speckled clay. The deep dishes are perfect. And the famous pot pies. Yeah, yeah, they are. I mean, that's why my mother wants one. I mean, a lot of people like those deep dishes. So, and they want them big. So I'll make them big. I can make them big. So my mom said she wants a real big one, which I'm not sure why. It's just herself, but she wants a big one. So my mom's gonna get a big one. So, but you know, perfect family size. Yeah, they are perfect family size. I think so. But I'm glad that people are loving the work I do, and I have to get more stuff on my website. I have just, man, my daughter's going to help me out with it, and she's, the thing of it is, my daughter's, you know, she's busy with her own life, right? My wife has trouble doing it, so it's difficult for me to get on there and do it. So it just takes time. That's the problem. It takes time, and with my day job, it doesn't give me a lot of extra time to make the stuff, you know, to glaze it and fire it and all that, and then also do the website. It's difficult when I have a regular job I'm going to. I only have a few hours at night that I can actually spend with this kind of stuff, so it makes it difficult, you know. So, but you look great. Thank you for sharing tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on here and sharing your time tonight, because it looks like you're the only one here. Well, it could be three people here. I don't know. It keeps going around, but you've been here all night pretty much. So I appreciate you stopping in and spending the evening with me and stuff. So maybe I'll come on tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see what the day brings me tomorrow, and I could maybe do it tomorrow night. But or I like to do it. You know, I like to do a whole day and just do a live all day long. I'd really like to do that, and I haven't done that yet, and I love it. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Um, yeah, I keep thinking about. I like to do it for a whole day long. You know, like so. We'll see once. We'll see once. We all just miss you. You know it's hard. Love seeing you, and when you can, one day things will be different. Yep, things will be different one day. One day I'm gonna have. That's just all I'm gonna be doing, and I can see it. I can feel it. It's coming, but I think it won't happen till I move. I really think that's the case because I know it's going to happen. I think I spoke to this before. I can feel it, but even if I put a studio out back, I don't think I will be doing it full time. Even then, I feel like I see a property south where I have my own studio, and I'm close to a road, and I'm selling right out of my studio. And I don't know where that is yet, but I can kind of see the vision of it. So I feel like that's where I'm headed, and I feel like when I do it full time, it will be there, not here. Um, you know, it's just the kind of that foresight that you get that you know you can kind of see. But you know, I feel like that's where God's taking me. Um, Agreed. Yeah. All right, Barbie. Well, Looks like it's just you and me on here now. I'm going to bid you a good night and thank you again for spending your evening with me. I really, really, really appreciate that. Um, I probably should have came on earlier so that everybody could spend time with me. I do miss everybody else too. So, all right, Barbie, I'm going to let you go for the night. It is what, 1 o'clock, I think, something like that. So, it's still a bit early, but I'm going to make sure my wife's in bed and has her oxygen on. So I do want to check that to be sure. So have a good night. Yeah. Pray for you guys. Always. Thank you. I appreciate you, Barbie, praying for my wife and stuff. I really do. You have a blessed night. Hope you have a blessed tomorrow. And we'll see. I'll see you again soon. I promise. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know who sent them, if it's you, but thank you very much. I appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you. I'm going to bid you a good night. All right. Love you all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. I promise. Good night.